welcome back to Beauty Bee and to a new project that I'm introducing. This is going to be a pretty laid back, pretty chill project. I'm calling it 5 times to figure it out. And the idea is to take out those things that you've used a couple times, you didn't really like them, you thought they didn't really suit you, whatever, and take 5 real good college tries at making them work. Maybe they become a favorite, maybe you kind of gain some mutual respect for each other and you can get along, or maybe they're actually awful and you can't get them to work. Anyway, the goal is to at least figure out which of those they fall into. I'm going to start with 5 products today. I'm thinking that I will probably keep it to 4 shades of eyeshadow at a time and then 1 other item, but we'll see how that evolves over time. And I intend for this to be a rolling project. I'm not sure yet how often I will be doing updates because I really don't know how long it will take me to see some progress. I would like to be able to roll at least one thing out at every update because I feel like that makes things a little bit more interesting. I assume it will be either every month or every other month. We'll kind of play it by ear and see how it goes from here. So let's get into the products that I'll be using, starting with the one non-eyeshadow. This is the Mega Glow highlighter, and specifically I want to work on this bronzy shade. Let me give you a swatch of that because goodness knows that in the pan you can't see anything. There's that. Now clearly this is too dark for me to use just as a straight highlight. However, I think maybe this would be a good eyeshadow. Maybe I can mix this with other highlighters, and maybe I can mix this in with a bronzer to get a really pretty glowy bronze. I'm not sure, but I know that I've only used it once and just immediately noped out, so we'll see. We shall have to see. Well, also, my hair is a lot and a half today, but that's okay. We're just getting through this. Now for the eyeshadows. Most of these are kind of in the colors that didn't really, I feel, suit me when I first tried them. First, we have my NYX Ultimate Edit in Ash palettes. Now, if you've been on my channel, I think you've seen probably all of these palettes that I'm going to be showing you quite a bit. However, I think I've only used this light blue maybe twice. I'll give you a swatch of that. It's not really that light. It's kind of impressive to me how not light it is. I feel like it looks darker on my finger, but maybe that's just me. I feel like this isn't a very impressive color. It's not shiny enough to be a really impressive metallic. It's not dark enough to be that really deep matte that I would put in an outer corner. I just don't know what to do with this, and the goal for this project is going to be to figure that out. Eyeshadow number 2 comes from my Profusion Glam palette. It is this orange, which is called Topaz. Orange is not my favorite color. This is a really nice quality shade though. It's very pigmented, very shiny. Like, there will probably be a running theme in this project that there's a lot of orange in it just because it's not my favorite color, but it's definitely come up in a lot of palettes the last several years. I would like to make this one work. It's pretty. Let's talk about another orange. This is from my Wet n Wild Rosé in the Air palette, and you can see I've gotten a ton of use out of some of these shades. I mean, that one's completely panned, that one's probably 99% of the way there. I've panned in 3 other shades, but this orange shade, it is their take on Real Gar, as I call it sometimes Faux Gar. I mean, it's a fine shade. It works perfectly well. It's just orange, so I think I've used it maybe 10 times over the entire course of time that I've owned that palette, and clearly used it well over 100 times. I know that. I kept track of it for my Project 100 uses. I'm at minimum probably 200 times of using this palette, and I've used this 10 times, maybe 15. Ridiculous, and I need to do better. Finally, there are actually quite a few different shades in here. This is my Wet n Wild 32 pan palettes that I could consider putting in here. However, I think that for this time, I want to go with the shade that actually inspired this whole project, which is this gold. Let me give you a swatch of this. Now, this is a color that I'm very comfortable with. This is just not a great formula at all. I think you'll be able to see in the swatch, or maybe you won't be able to see in the swatch. I mean, that is as full on as it gets. It's supposed to be a sort of a dirty gold metallic. It is incredibly unimpressive, and I don't know how to make it better. I don't know if I need to work with glitter primer. I don't know if I want to wet it. I don't know if it's just a shade that never really works that well, and this seems like the perfect project to figure that out in. Quick recap, 5 uses on each of these products. At least one of those looks needs to prominently showcase the product, and I will at least include the looks that prominently feature these products in the next update, whenever that should be. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you are as excited for this project as I am. I think that this will be a really good way to start to get use out of some of the items that I just wouldn't otherwise, and hopefully find some hidden gems along the way. Thanks again for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.